Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me today for this session. Today's session is going to be a very free-flowing, stretchy, feel-good class. Nothing super intense, just an opportunity for you to really breathe into your body, move your spine, kind of decompress and open up into some areas where you maybe are holding tension or find some stress. To help you out with this, you will need a foam roller. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Also, make sure that you have a decent amount of space around you as we will be kind of sprawling on and off your mat. So for now, just put your foam roller to the side and bring yourself down to lie on your back. And I want you to just find the most comfortable position to lie in, whether your arms and legs are out or beside you or your knees are bent, doesn't matter. But just allow yourself to be really heavy there as you breathe in deeply. And then exhale and empty out. And I want you to look for and feel the expansion of your ribs as you inhale. But also look for everything else in the mat underneath of you, hopefully getting heavier and sinking and releasing. Try to find a softening of your glutes and your legs starting to feel heavy. Feel that your shoulders can soften, not coming up to your ears, and likewise your shoulder blades can soften as well. And then on each exhale, your ribs can sink and come together. Today's session is less about focusing on activating your core and more about just getting aware of how your body is responding and moving. So just scan through it now, from the inside out, from your toes upward, from your fingertips inward. And just notice how you are starting and arriving and showing up. And then I want you to take your arms and extend them up all the way overhead. Lengthen out your body. Arms and legs up overhead, and then move your arms, I'm just moving my foam roller over to the side, move your arms and legs out so that they are in a star-shaped position. And then on your inhale, I want you to imagine that you are trying to reach your arms and legs as far away from each other as possible. Inhaling, reaching, 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 reaching. Exhaling, let it all soften. Inhale, reach. Space, 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 space. Exhale, soften. And as you keep doing that, look each time for a different space where you can find an opening. A different space where you can get a little bit of that creepy stretch out. Inhaling, letting the breath come in and expand you. Exhaling, letting it come together. Now I want you to do it again, but this time you're only going to focus on your right arm and left leg. So as you inhale, look to bring them or pull them as far away from each other as possible. Other arm and leg just stay as they are. And then exhale, release, and switch. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Push them, make them separate, make them split, go far, far away. Exhale, release. Do it again now, back to the first side. Inhale, separation, opening up, space, space, space. Exhale, release. One more switch now, left arm, right leg. Inhale, expand. We need expansion for contraction. Release for engagement. Let it go. Very good. Now this time you're going to start back to the same way we did at the beginning, where you're going to do both. And then as you do it, you're going to lift your left leg up, cross it over your body, and your arms and face go in the opposite direction. Then bring it back through the center. Other side. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Then right leg up and over your body. Look for that twisting rotation. And then bring it back. And switch back now to your left. So you inhale at the beginning. Give that space. And then lift it up. Reach your left leg to the right. Rotate your upper body to the left. Twisting, opening. And then returning. Do one more over on the right side. Inhale. Separate everything out, and then up and over, spiraling, twisting, opening up your body. Very good. Then bring everything back to the center. And I want you to take your foam roller and put it underneath your sacrum. And then let your legs lengthen out. And let your body just be really nice and long here. You can have your arms down by your sides. And see if you can feel this kind of mountain or hill that you have created. And let your hip flexors here in the front really release. So you can wiggle around a little on the foam roller, around by your sacrum, your tailbone, anywhere is in there. Just trying to get this freedom here on the front. And then I want you to take your legs, just internal rotation, external rotation. Let them just move a little bit. Their femurs rotating in your hip sockets. And then I want you to take your right leg, bring your legs a little bit parallel actually, then take your right leg, bring it in towards your chest. Now bring it as far in as you can go. And then bring your left leg up just for it to hover there so you can kind of allow your right leg to now come in a little deeper. And then switch them over. So your left leg's going to come in towards your chest. Right leg just hovers there. And then we go back in reverse. So now your right leg straightens out all the way. Left will pull away a little bit. That is fine. Then start there or stay there with the left. Keep hugging that in. Return back in with the right leg. Let you deepen a little bit on the left side. And then swapping it over, right leg deep into your chest. Let the left leg hang out. Gravity, just allowing it to be there, existing. And then your left leg stretches out. Right leg releases a little bit. And then release your right leg. And now check again. What's this space like across the front here of your hip flexors? How are you allowing your hips to open up? Move a little bit, wiggle a little bit. And then bring both of your knees in towards your chest. And then I want you to hug them in and release them back out just so you can hold on to them. And then hug them back in. And then send them all the way out, opening up. Again, a little bit of separation, check in on your space. Then move your arms up so you're kind of in your cactus shape arm. Now I'm starting with my left leg. I want you to take that left leg, roll it over top of your body. And you're going to come over off of the left side of your pelvis and feel that really big release or fascia work into your right kind of glute med area. Then bring it down, other side. So we're kind of facilitating a bit of a pelvic shift, pelvic roll with the weight and gravity of your leg. And if you get this and it's pretty uncomfortable right up into here, all kind of in around the top there of your ischium or by your ilium, then that is correct. Might be a little bit uncomfortable. Try to look for this counter rotation. So when you rotate to the left, your upper body rotates to the right. Now I'm just alternating here side to side. Move yourself through, hold it for however long it feels good. Or not good. Now I'm going to finish over here. This is my last one. So I've done 3 or so sets. And then bring yourself down, or your legs down. And I want you to roll back so that you can move the foam roller now up and to be underneath your thoracic, or along your thoracic spine, underneath your shoulder blades. First thing, take your hands behind your head, just because it's going to help you as you ease back. So on your inhale, and it doesn't matter how far back you can go, I want you to inhale, extend, open. Just come back and then let your head be really heavy and pull it back up. Do it again. Inhale, extend, open. Let your ribs flare to the ceiling. And see if you can get a little bit more space, a little bit more distance. Then your head becomes heavy and you do the work to pull it back up. Now we're going to keep going here. My intention for you is to find a range that you can come through where you feel like you are really getting that lovely space in your thoracic spine, but where it is not too intense for you. So find your spot, doesn't matter where it is, and then just do a few in that place. And if you want to come all the way back and let your head rest on the floor, then go for it. And then again, heavy head, lift it back up. I'm going to do a couple more like that, coming all the way down. Look for that inhale, that expansion of your ribs. Remember how we started at the beginning. Okay, do one more here in whatever range feels good for you. Just letting that extension come through your thoracic spine, your ribs expand. Very good, then all the way back up. I want you now to flip your roller. Now, if you have a long roller and you want to sit your tailbone on one end, great. If you're like me and you have a short roller, then leave your tailbone on the floor because you need to have a little bit of support here for your head and neck at the top. And if you notice here, if you have the short roller, then we're coming through a little bit of extension in your lower back. If that doesn't feel good and you have a short roller, just prop something up underneath. But we're going to focus in on your shoulders now. So I want you to take your arms up to the ceiling. Inhale as you push your shoulder blades or retract your shoulder blades. So it's like you're squeezing them, wrapping them around the roller. Exhale, draw your ribs together, protracting your shoulder blades. Inhale, retract, wrapping, ribs opening. Exhaling, protracting. Now I'm actually feeling my shoulder blades move here underneath of me along the roller. And that's what I want for you as well. So this is not an arm movement. It's not a head and neck bobbing up and down. I want you to really look for this movement of your scaps underneath where they can wrap around the roller and then protract and open up. And then I want you to leave them slightly retracted and just bring your arms down to rest by your sides. And then roll a little bit side to side. Feel that mobility in there, especially if you tend to have tightness up in your thoracic spine, anything with your posture. This can feel really good and or be a little bit challenging for you. No judgment, no expectations of yourself. Just allow it to happen and be there. And then pause in the middle. Bring your forearms down by your sides. Bring yourself up. Now you're going to leave your foam roller there, but flip it in the other direction. And you're going to come into your Z-sit position. Now for you to start, I want you to have your knees on the same side as your foam roller. Whatever side that is, doesn't matter. With your knees there now, hand onto the foam roller. Roll away as you exhale up and over top. Growing long, lateral flexion, beautiful work for your body. And then bring yourself back to the start. So we're going to keep doing this. I want you to think about each time as you exhale and come over top, that you're using these lats underneath here and that you can push long with your top arm. And then bring it back to the start. And the idea is that so I'm going to the right, so my left sits bone here. I'm trying to feel that I'm pushing it down, getting that opposition, this beautiful rainbow arch shape of the top half of my body, lateral flexion of my spine. Now when you're back up this time, I want you to move your hand just a little bit so you can position your second hand on it. Then we're doing the same thing, but this time we're going to add a little bit of rotation. So on your inhale, push out, rolling forward like you are presenting your chest down to the floor. Breathe there. Then come into some extension. So you're going to open your chest up, turning, extending, and then return back forward. Now I'm just going to go back and forth here. This movement allows you to combine lateral flexion, rotation, extension. But if it doesn't feel good for you and you want to go back to the first version, then that is fine. Very good. Now this time when you are up, I want you to put your hand into the roller and you're going to come right up onto your knees. Then take your hand behind your head. This time you're going to inhale, open all the way up, rotate around to look towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring yourself back, turn to look towards the roller. Inhale, open up. Look for this space and expansion of your ribs. Exhale, bring it down, looking towards the roller. One more set. Inhale, open up. Rotation, extension. Really good for your breathing. Exhale and return. Very good. Then bring yourself down to seat it. Pick up your roller, and you're going to take your legs into a V-shaped position and put your roller between. Now, if you have a long roller and it is too much, you can either do this without it or you can have it on your legs. That's fine. We're doing a variation of spine stretch. So I want you to start with yourself sitting tall. Then on your exhale, tuck your chin towards your chest, draw your belly in, flexing forward, round forward, and then resit back up tall. Go again. Exhale, drawing in, rounding. Feel those abs pull in. And then reset. One more time. Inhale at the top. Exhale, flexing forward. Then this time when you're at the top, I want you to move the roller so that you can sit on it. And you're going to sit just right up on top of it. If this is uncomfortable, then feel free to do it just sitting on the floor. Then I want you to extend both of your arms out. And then you're going to twist towards, I'm hitting the wall here, that's why I'm bending my arm, but I want you to twist towards and push and rotate. And then reset back up tall. Exhale, repositioning there, sorry. Exhale, twist and rotate. So here's your variation of saw. I'm going to do it from side on here so you can have a different view to see this rotation in your body. So when you're here, thinking about really expanding your arms out long and then rotate around and reach forward, twisting, pushing, really opening up. Let's go back to the center. One more variation other side. So starting here and then rotate around, push through, get that space, twisting open. Very good. Then bring yourself all the way around. Now you're going to leave your roller there or move it to the side so you can come into your Z sit in the other direction. So from this tall position here, really find again that grounding down of your sits bones, hand onto the roller. Then up and over top, lateral flexion of your spine. Look for that stretching space, long line, and then bring yourself back up. Check in with the shoulder before you go anywhere. Get it organized. Deep press down. Serratus and lats working to help you out as you flex over. Returning back. Doing one more version like this. Up and over top, pressing along. And then returning. Then this time when you are up at the top, reposition yourself so you can have both hands on the roller sitting tall. Then as you inhale, press yourself out. Exhale, have a pause there. Then inhale again as you extend, open. Then just come back and forth here if this feels good for you. Exhaling as you flex forward, come forward. Inhale, expand your ribs, open up. Exhale, coming down, controlled, chest presents, shoulders depressed. Inhale, get that space coming up. Then you're going to stay there, just one hand on. Come up now onto your knees again, hand behind your head. And then as you inhale, open up. Extending around, expanding to the ceiling. Exhale, down towards the roller. Inhale, opening up. Get that space and rotation. Exhale, allow yourself to come back together in the front. Do one more set. Inhale, look for that opening all the way through your body, that beautiful spiraling, twisting. Exhaling, returning down. And then bring yourself all the way down. Now we're going to leave the roller basically where it is, and you're going to come to lie onto your side. I'm starting on my left side. Make sure you have a little bit of space behind you, and the roller needs to be positioned such that you have a little bit of it behind you as well. So it's kind of becoming your pillow here now. What I want you to do is set up. Your knees are at 90 degrees. Your palms are stacked on top of each other, shoulders stacked on top. Then on your inhale, extend your arm up. Exhale, thoracic rotation, twist yourself all the way around. And then bring it back, facing forward. Now, as you do this, I want you to really think about that this is your thoracic spine twisting, not just a pec stretch. And your knees should stay pretty much aligned because your pelvis isn't shifting. Now, if you like that version, you can stay like that. The next version is a little bit different, a little bit more intense. So your palms are going to start the same, and then you're going to slide your arm along. Same thing. Doing your thoracic rotation here, twisting around, then your top leg is going to extend open. So you have this opposition spiral across your body, then carefully bring everything back the way that it came. Feeling this twisting rotation here, leg extends out, upper body twist. You're getting that pelvis kind of going in one direction, thoracic spine going in the other. And then returning. Do one more of whichever variation you are choosing. And then bring yourself all the way back. And then I want you to take the roller out. Just push it to the side and come down and lie onto your back. Knees are bent, feet on the floor. Just gonna move that completely. Just playing around a little bit now with your lumbar spine and a bit of articulation. So on your exhale, imprint your spine, draw your belly in, posterior tilt your pelvis. Inhale, let it release. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, anterior, let it release. And see if you can get really exaggerated here with this curve, because in a second we're going to put it together with some upper body work. And I want you to be able to come through essentially supine extension for your entire spine. So find your neutral pelvis now and just pause there. Extend your arms up to the ceiling. Now this time we're going to incorporate the arms in your thoracic spine so that as you inhale, you're going to extend open, ribs expand, shoulder blades connect, arms come back. Then exhale, draw your ribs together, have a bit of protraction in your shoulders. Do that again. Inhale, space, ribs expand, retraction, depression, opening up. Exhale together. Now we're going to put it all together. So from this position here, this is where your pelvis is posterior tilted. So on your exhale now, posterior tilt, shoulder blades protract. And then on your inhale, extend everything open. Get that really exaggerated curve of your spine. Exhale, draw everything together. Good, do it again. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, draw it in. We're going to do one more set. Really look for this contrast. Inhale, space, expand. Exhale, draw in, engage. And then bring your arms down. Now I want you to take your left foot and your left leg, you're going to cross it over into your figure 4 stretch. Take your arms up so you can have them in your cactus position. We're going to do a little bit of rotation. So this time what I want you to do is you're going to rotate your, I need to move over a little bit more here, sorry. You're going to rotate your right leg so it's coming down towards the floor, and your left foot that is on your leg, it's like it's coming towards to touch down on the floor, and you're getting this counter rotation in your upper body. And then bring it back to the center. We're going to do the same side. Rotation, fold or rotating around, crossing over, spiraling through your body. And then return back up. Cross your legs in the other direction. Same thing here, give a little bit of push here into the right. And then you're gonna rotate it across. Foot comes down towards the floor, upper body twists in the opposite direction. Always targeting this opposition. Back through. One more set here like this. Rotating around, spiraling open, twisting. And then return. Very good. Then hold on to your hamstrings as you bring yourself up. Find your roller. And you're going to come lie on your side on the other side. So this time I'm going to be on my right side. Make sure you have as much space behind you as is available to you, as well as having the roller a bit behind. And then fingers and hands are stacked on top of each other, shoulders stacked on top. On your inhale. Coming up, exhaling, rotating, twisting around. Return back to the beginning. We're going to do one more set like this before I change to the second variation. So really just take the time. You're going to set your pelvis up. Find that twisting of your spine. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, controlling core, rotation, and return. And then if you wish to come to the second variation, sliding your arm along, allowing it to go all the way behind as you now extend that top arm, top leg. Get that opposition and twisting around, and then returning back. Doing that again there, inhaling, opening up. Look for this twisting space. And then returning back. We're going to do one more just like that, or up the first variation if you prefer. Looking for your breath, twisting, work and resist, push your toes in one direction, hand in the other, and then bring yourself all the way back around. And then take your roller out, and you're actually going to move it. So now you can lie onto it basically right along your lumbar spine. So pretty much just in the middle of your back. And I want you to just roll back and forth there a little bit. And now if this doesn't feel good for you, then find a place where it does. So you can just move a little bit back and forth. And then let it go or let it move enough that you can just sit right there in front of it and extend your legs out. And then just allow yourself to lean back over it. Now you can have your hand, if you have the long roller, you can have your hands on the roller. Otherwise you can just have your hands down here. Coming back to whatever angle feels good for you. And any movement there that you want to do, just this last little bit of release here. And then I want you to bring yourself up and put the roller to the side. And re-lengthen yourself out long onto the mat. And again, find your comfortable place, wherever that is. Arms and legs separated together, bent straight, doesn't matter. And return into your breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Do that a few more times. Look for everything again to be heavy and to be released and relaxed. And just notice how it feels now in that position as you're looking for that compared to when you started. Notice if anything relaxes with a little bit more ease or if it's a little bit more difficult for you. Notice how you feel finishing in your mind, in your body, compared to when you started. Take another really nice deep breath, inhaling completely, exhaling. And as you lie there, gaining some more awareness of your body and connecting in, take a second to also acknowledge that you showed up here, that you came to do the work and look after yourself, and that you did a really great job of it. Just allowing yourself to live inside and get comfortable or uncomfortable and be really present with whatever it was that you found and that you continue to find. Thank you so much for being here and doing this with me. I appreciate you and the time that you have given to yourself and Pilates, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much, and hope to see you again soon.